Welcome along, everyone, to the penultimate round of the FIA World Rally Championship. Welcome to Spain. The only split surface event we have on the championship calendar. It certainly could be a thriller this weekend as we watch the battle for the championship title go right down to the wire. We start off with a day of gravel before 2 days of tarmac. And let's switch to live images coming to you now from Shakedown this morning here in Spain with Danny Sordo, a man who's competed here 15 times in his career. He certainly knows what to do here in Rally Spain. Let's have a listen as Carlos Del Barrio calls the notes here. These images coming to you live from Shakedown this morning. Split surface stage, because we have a split surface event, of course, so a kilometre of tarmac, a kilometre of gravel within this one. And this is the last opportunity that the drivers have to be able to get used to their cars. Joining us for Rally Spain, and for the final time this year, we'll see a little bit of a mistake there from Sebastien Loeb. 8 wins to his name at this event. Could he be spoiling the party this year and going for a 9th? Well, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? But he's done well so far on the events we've seen him at in the WRC. Mexico and Corsica, he showed some brilliant pace. He was leading the rally in Mexico. Trusty co-driver Daniel Elner on the notes as we come into the tarmac section of stage. Just remember, this is Shakedown this morning. Not a competitive stage, just a chance for the drivers to get a real feel for the setup. Let's cross out now then at the end of Shakedown, because we've got Sebastien Loeb chatting with Molly Pettit.
Seb, Rally Spain, a very important weekend for you. How are you feeling about it?
I feel excited. I think it's like you say, very important weekend, and yeah, it's a nice rally. Condition looks difficult, some new section on gravel, but also bad weather expected for tarmac, which means it's going to be a tricky one, but you know, that's rally.
Do you feel you have an advantage over your competitors for the championship?
I don't know, but probably I have less to lose than them, you know, and for sure, I feel relaxed, but like I say, excited, and still the pressure is there, but I like it, you know, I'm really enjoying this fight and looking forward for the battle.
Thank you very much.
That is a man fueled up, isn't it? Really, the momentum is with him right now. He is hunting down Thierry Neuville. Now, this is the queue at the start of Shakedown, so the crowd's getting some pictures, getting a quick look at the drivers before they head into the Shakedown stage. Just a quick note, it's Craig Breen at the moment who's quickest through on the first pass of Shakedown with a 1:37.5 on a 2-kilometre stage. And Thierry Neuville getting himself ready to go. He is, of course, our championship leader as we come into this event. The advantage with him, and hello, good morning, Mr. Ken Block. Welcome back to the championship. It's been a while since we've seen Ken. 2014, I believe, was his last WRC event. But for one event only, he is back with co-driver Alex Gelsomino. And Ogier into the stage now then. Oh, heading to the stage at least. It will be fascinating to see what happens this weekend with the battle for the championship. Ogier 7 points behind Thierry Neuville as we come into this event. And as you just heard from him with Molly, very relaxed, very calm, not feeling the pressure. And I think that's going to be one of the key factors this weekend for our 3 title contenders, is how much pressure they're feeling. Because mistakes now at this point are absolutely critical. They cannot make any mistakes out there on these final 2 events. Ogier's done exceptionally well here in the past 3 wins in Spain. Let's head back then to the end of the stage and catch up with another Seb, Sebastien Loeb, who's with Molly.
Seb, you're a popular man here in Spain. What's it like to be back in WRC?
It's always nice to come back in WRC, to have a bit of fun in these cars on these roads. So I enjoy it. For sure, it's not easy to come back after 6 years and to do some races like this. But at the moment, I enjoy it.
You've won this event 8 times. What does it take to win Rally Spain?
At this time, it was okay. It was not too complicated. I had a good feeling. Everything was working well. I had always enjoyed this kind of roads, a bit wide with like racing a bit. And what does it take? I think a bit like every rally, you need to bring everything together to have all the details perfect. And it's what I think it's what we need to do to win here.
What are your thoughts on the championship battle that we have at the moment?
I think it's interesting. Three very fast guys, they're fighting together, so it will be interesting. It's difficult to know who will win, but that makes it cool.
Yes, it does make it very cool indeed. Thank you very much, Sebastien Loeb. 8 times winner of this event. You know, he's won it when it was a purely tarmac event, and he's won it when it was a split surface event. Now, the third of our title contenders, Oyt Tanak, a man who seems to be always cool and calm, no matter the situation. He doesn't really show emotion so much. If he is stressed, you don't really tell it, but he was certainly devastated in Wales just a few weeks ago. Let's head back to the action on Shakedown now then with Sebastien Ogier going through for what will be his second run of the Shakedown stage. Set the first time of 1:37.8, that was third quickest through. It is quite rough and rutted in sections on the gravel section, certainly here. As we mentioned before, it is a split surface stage, so they have gravel to deal with. They also have tarmac, a kilometre of each. And they'll certainly face mixed stages on Friday. Although predominantly gravel, there are sections of tarmac within some of the gravel stages, which is where we've seen in the past this man, Sebastien Ogier, really make up time. Get onto a tarmac section with the gravel tyres. He certainly knows how to do it. These are live images coming through then from Shakedown here at the penultimate round of the FIA World Rally Championship. Welcome to Spain. And the glorious weather we're experiencing today and tomorrow, but as Sebastien Ogier mentioned earlier, the weather is set to change, and set to change on the first day of tarmac. On Saturday, we're expecting rain, which could make it exceptionally tricky out there for our drivers and add more drama to what has already been an incredibly thrilling year. Just when you think there are no more twists and turns in the championship, there could be a lot more. Selfie time for Neuville then, our championship leader, as he gets himself into position and ready to go through now for a second pass on the Shakedown stage. Craig Breen still at the moment with the fastest time through Shakedown, 1:37.5 for Breen. Sordo was just 0.1 of a second behind that. Then Ogier, so that's our top 3 on the first pass at least. And these are live images coming through then from the Toyota garage here in service. Everyone needs to be at the top of their game this weekend. Drivers, co-drivers, and of course the mechanics. So that's how it stands at the moment. Just one run done by the majority of our drivers. And as you can see, it's Craig Breen and Scott Martin sitting pretty at the moment with the quickest time through. Sordo a 10th behind, then Ogier 3/10 behind. Then Lappi, Tanak, Evans, Neuville and Sunanen. A little bit further back, then we see Loeb, who returns to us for the final time this year, and Ken Block on his first outing in the new generation World Rally Cars. It's the first time he gets to experience it. Looking forward to hearing from him at stage ends this weekend. And this is the way it looks then in the Drivers' Championship as we go into this event. Thierry Neuville leads, 189, but look at Ogier, 7 points behind on 182. Then it's Tanak a little bit further back on 168. But these 3 drivers, well and truly in a class of their own. It's a drop back to Esa-Pekka Lappi and Jari-Matti Latvala, who are battling it out at Toyota for that 4th position. Then Mikkelsen, Sordo and Breen. Then we have Hayden Padden, Sunanen and Evans. And that's the way things look in the driver's standings as we head into this penultimate round. Just a reminder of Neuville and Ogier and Tanak at the top there. Our three title contenders who will be taking that crown away at the end of the year. So we have ahead of us 4 days of action. We kick off tonight in Barcelona on All Live. Remember, you can see all the stages live this weekend. Then we have a day of gravel on Friday before switching to tarmac on Saturday and Sunday. There's your schedule, and you'll be able to see every single stage live with us on All Live. Make sure you don't miss a moment, because as I said, the twists and turns of this championship have been like a roller coaster so far this year, and it isn't over yet. 18 stages ahead for us, changeable weather conditions, split surface event. What could happen out there? Now, this is Ott Tanak and Martin Järveoja. They brought their car back in after one run of Shakedown, 2 runs of Shakedown actually. Their quickest time through was 1:38.4, that was 5th quickest through. Shakedown, the opportunity, of course, to get a good feel for the car, make sure your setup is right. Difficult to do when it is a split surface stage, split surface event. But the last time, of course, before we see them in action, and that action kicking off later on today in Barcelona. A great curtain opener to what will be a fabulous weekend here. Ott Tanak, though, pretty relaxed ahead of the weekend. He feels that he can go out there and take lots of risks. He does have something to lose. It's not that he doesn't have anything to lose, but he is the one out of the 3 fighting who's on the back foot. Now, we are hearing some news coming in from the Shakedown stage with regards to our championship leader, Neuville, that he may well have rolled in the stage. We are trying to confirm and clarify details on that. And as soon as we have that, we will bring it to you. But we are hearing Neuville has rolled on the stage. We do have any images of that. We'll try and get them to you, of course. But that's what we're hearing right now. And you might think, oh my God, that's disaster. We have seen lots of accidents at Shakedown over the years, and then triumphs immediately after disaster at Shakedown. So although it sounds dramatic, doesn't it? Shakedown is the place to do it, because it doesn't really essentially count for anything. Okay, he might lose a bit of kilometers in getting that car set up just the way he wants it, but he's had plenty of testing before the event to do that. And they really have thrown everything at it in terms of getting the setup right, especially on tarmac, for the Hyundai drivers. So not a huge drama if this indeed has happened. And we have seen Thierry with accidents at Shakedown before go through and win the rally. Another driver who's back with us this weekend who had one of the most momentous accidents at Shakedown back in 2003, 2002 was Petter Solberg at a Corsican event, Rally Corsica, where he did incredible damage to his Subaru. The guys worked through the night to repair it. I remember watching them, and then he went on to win the rally. So it's never a case of a huge drama, but obviously not something you want to do at Shakedown nonetheless. As we stick then with the images coming in live from service with Ott Tanak. Let's head back then to the Shakedown stage itself and to Molly Pettit.
So we're up here at Shakedown, just outside Salou. The cars are stood still at the moment because of what's happened with Thierry Neuville. He has rolled on the Shakedown stage and everybody is here waiting. We have Danny Sordo who's back. I wonder if that is maybe Carlos who's checking the tyre pressure. We will make our way down here and see who is waiting. And where is he? Oh, I don't see him at the moment. Let's see if these guys know what's going on. Sorry to interrupt, guys, but I've heard that Thierry has rolled on stage. Do you perhaps have any news, information?
We were counting on you to give us news.
Oh.
No, we haven't had news, but we all had some moment in this very tight hairpin where it was a bit rut, and yeah, I guess it's not too bad because it was first gear hairpin, so shouldn't be too bad damage, and hopefully we can carry on soon.
hopefully. Danny Soto, welcome back.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be here, home event?
Yeah, really nice. Okay, Shakedown is not the nicest in the championship, but it's nice to see all the guys and to drive a little bit the car in front of everybody and have fun.
What are your impressions from the recce? What sort of rally will this be?
The long stage, the newer stage is really, really difficult, tricky, and it's with only 2 passes of recce will be something that a lot of stones in the sides, really different type of surface and speeds in the stage. So for me, it will be one of the most difficult in the rally. And also Saturday was maybe rain is coming, so will be a complicated rally.
We are live at the moment. Could you tell something in Spanish to your fans out there?
Un saludo aquí a todo el mundo y nada, espero que disfruten con todo el mundo en el rally y que nada, un año más aquí estamos para intentar luchar por la victoria. Gracias.
Right, that was Danny Soto, who's back in the WRC. Oh, look who we've got here. Sorry guys, I'm going to jump in because he's back. Ken Block back in WRC. How does it feel?
It feels good. Enjoyed a little one shakedown run, and now I'm standing around, but it felt really good. Really enjoy being here in Spain, and these fans are amazing, and the roads are amazing, so very happy right now.
First competition with the new generation WRC car. What can you tell us about it?
It's incredible. Funnest rally car I've ever driven by far. And I don't have basically the experience to kind of drive it at its limit right now. It's one thing I really discovered driving it on the tarmac, getting it through the tight corners, no problem, fine. But committing with all this aero on the high speed stuff, I just don't have the experience in it with one day on tarmac to do that. But, it's incredible to be here. A great opportunity between Ford and M Sport for me to come out and enjoy this. So, I'm not going to be competitive, but I'm going to have as much fun as I can.
What sort of response have you had from the fans here?
It's been incredible. Apparently people still remember me. So it's nice, and I absolutely love being able to come out and race in the WRC and see all these wonderful fans, and WRC seems to be stronger than ever, so it's great to see that. So yeah, couldn't be happier to be here.
Yeah, about that, what are your thoughts on the championship battle we have on our hands at the moment?
You know what? It's been incredible to watch. One of the best years ever as a fan to watch, And I told Seb yesterday, I know it sucked for you to have some bad luck and struggle this year, but it's been great for us to watch, And and I know how hard theory works, so it's great to see him have the success he's had, and Ott's an incredible talent too, so yeah.
So who's your money on?
Oh crap, I'm not betting on anyone, no way. But I'm gonna watch though, it's gonna be fun.
So you watch all live at home?
I watched it at home, and also even in the rally car this weekend. After every stage, Alex will pull out his phone and check the times, and we'll see what's happening, and yeah, it's fun for us as fans, even in the car, to watch that stuff.
Well, good luck this weekend, Ken.
Thank you very much.
Let's jump on over to Craig. Hello, good morning.
All right.
How are you feeling about Rally Spain? What's the impression from the recce?
Yeah, it's great to be back here. I haven't done the rally since 2016, so it's great to be here. It's like a home rally in some respects because there's so many Irish people come over to it. So, but yeah, no, really looking forward to it. I won't harp on. I love tarmac, so 2 days here on nice road, so I'm looking forward to it.
What sort of day is Friday going to be like? Because a lot of people are talking about this long stage, especially.
Yeah, it's going to be a tricky stage on Friday. Obviously, it's reversed than how we know it in the past. And in the new section, that's really quite unnatural, shall I say. It's difficult to follow the road. It doesn't really have a flow, a lot of big rocks and stones on the inside. So it's going to be, I think, the key day of the weekend, and that being the key stage. So we'll just try and get through it.
Thank you, good luck.
Thank you, thanks.
There we go, that's Craig Breen there. Great to hear from Ken Block as well. His enthusiasm is just incredible, isn't it? Great to know he's been following the championship this year. So we have a look at Teemu Suunanen and Mikko Markkula as they make their way through now. Seb Ogier did a great description of where he thinks Thierry Neuville had that roll. It was a first gear corner, he said, which was pretty difficult. So just to remind you, the images we're seeing right now, not completely live because Shakedown obviously has been stopped because of Neuville's roll. These images coming in from earlier on Suninen's first run. He was 8th quickest through with a 1:39.6. So the majority of the drivers have completed one run this morning at Shakedown, and the fastest through has been, so far, Craig Breen with a 1:37.5, closely followed by Sordo, then Ogier. Let's head then to the service park and over to Toyota with Julian Porter, who's with Oyt Tanak.
Good morning. Yeah, we are down in the service park with Oyt Tanak. Oyt, you've been out on Shakedown, cars having some changes. How's it going so far?
All good. Just checking everything's working really. Also the spare things. So yes, obviously this Shakedown is not so representative, so we can't really test anything. But just to check that things are like they should be.
You say it's not very representative, but it's caught one of your championship rivals out. Neuville's had a bit of a moment in there. So even though it's not massively representative, you've still got to be careful.
Yeah, definitely. It's not an easy road. We were ourselves last year on 2 wheels, and same was EP. So there are some quite nasty edges, and also the road has been changed a bit after the recce. So let's say we had to go a bit eyes open there.
What can we expect this weekend? You've done the recce, you've done your tests. What is the plan?
We can expect, first of all, quite tricky Friday. Some new sections, new roads we've not done before. So here the gravel part is always pretty demanding. And then after this is Saturday, Sunday on this nice tarmac road. So I guess it will be a big fight, but let's see how it starts.
Okay, back to you, Bex.
Thank you very much, Julian. That's Oyt Tanak there. So this is a little bit of a replay. This is Sebastien Loeb. We think this could well be the corner that is catching everyone out. Look, he's just going onto 2 wheels there, back down onto 4. This could be the area we believe where Neuville has had his moment as well. We're hearing, or confirmed from the stage, that Thierry Neuville has had a roll there. We're going to head back now down to the Shakedown stage with Molly Pettit, who's with Jari-Matti Latvala.
Jari, we're at the start of Shakedown, hearing that Thierry Neuville has rolled. Your thoughts on that?
Well, this was actually very, very muddy on the recce, and was actually quite bumpy and some little like a banks, and now it's been drying out since that. And what happens, you know, if your road is not very smooth, and then you know your bumps and which are wet, and then they come like rock solid hard. And I think what I can imagine what has happened is that, you know, you go and you cut a little bit over this bank, and then it just throws the car on the roof. So you have to be like a bit careful here. I think it's more coming from the circumstances than actually the speed.
I have to say also congratulations, 1 more year with Toyota.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a really I mean, nice thing, and also relief, and I'm really happy about it to keep going with the Toyota, and hopefully also later in the future as well.
And also now teammate with Chris Meek. What's that going to be like?
Yeah, we will have a very, very different team. I mean, in the beginning we were 3 Finns. Now it's only one Finn and one Estonian, one British guy. So will be mixed package, but I think overall, I think we will work well together, and we are different characteristics, but I think it's also very good for the team. And anyway, we are now a team. We have people from different countries, so and Finnish mentality is very. But you know, Finnish mentality in our team. But when we have different people, different countries, works for me. It works really well because Finns are very flexible all the way around.
Now, plenty of Rally Spain starts, plenty of podiums, no win yet. What do you think you can do about that this weekend?
Yeah, I really wanted to win in Wales, but I drove Great Home too carefully. I lost the victory went there for Seb, and but anyway, okay, it was still good result. Now we are here in Spain, and I must say this is one of the events that I really like. But I think the first day is the key. how you do here on gravel, normally making a big difference, because then on tarmac it's difficult to make the differences. So you really have to get the good feeling for the gravel stage, and especially the La Patarella, the long 39 kilometer stage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Molly, and good to hear from Latvala. He has been on the podium 3 times out of the last 4 races. Can he in Spain? Well, the sun has come up here in Salou in the service park. It was really cold when we came in this morning. And in Shakedown, the news so far is that Thierry Neuville has had a moment, and we will obviously bring you any news that we can during Shakedown, but also later on our shows at 5:15. We'll be back on air on All Live. Remember, we are live for every inch of gravel and tarmac here in Rally Spain, and these are your times at 5:15. We'll be back this evening, and we warm up before that super special street stage around Barcelona, and then tomorrow bright and early 8 o'clock, and the stages that go out in the gravel. And then we have this big, well, slightly longer service because we've got the big stages on Saturday on tarmac, and if the weather forecast is anything to go by, they should be expecting rain as well. And then we have the 4 stages that will finalise things on Sunday. So join me, 5:15, all the news. We'll get the news on Thierry Neuville, of course, and everything else that is to come in 4 days of Rally Catalunya. Keep tuned on All Live. See you later.